Good morning, Spartans. This is Giovanna Reese, and I'm here sitting down with our principal, Miss Heinz. Good morning, Miss Heinz.
Good morning, Joanna. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Tell us about yourself.
So, I started off as a teacher at Hilltop Middle School back in 2002. I'm a special education teacher. And then I quickly moved on to other things, ASB advisor. I was an attendance coordinator, before and after school program coordinator. And that took me to, wondering what it might be like to be a school administrator, doing all of those pseudo-administrative jobs. So I became an assistant principal at Vista High School in 2015. And from there in 2020, I went to an alternative school called Option Secondary and Alternative Education during the pandemic. And I was the principal there. And then there was an opportunity to come to Chula Vista High School. And as soon as I knew there was going to be an opening, I went to the district and said I was interested in becoming a Spartan.
Wow. Yeah. It was quite an adventure to get here then.
Absolutely.
What was it like for your first time here as a principal?
My husband is an alumni. He is a lifelong Spartan, and he always tells me he bleeds blue, and that's true. So coming here, I had very high expectations, which Chula Vista High School has met for me. My husband would emphasize to me how important it is to be at Chula Vista High School and explain to me that this is the flagship school in our district. We offer so much. There's so much going on all the time. The teachers here are fantastic. But what really stood out for me were the students when I first got here. How friendly, kind, how driven the students are at Chula Vista High School to do great things. So that was what I was most impressed with.
What are some of your goals for the school year or ongoing school years?
Yeah, so at Chula Vista High School, there's so many things that, we do really well, but things we can improve on, certainly. Like any high school, we want to, increase, in the areas of English and math. We've been making good progress, and we want to continue that work. We want to sustain, our SCPA program. After coming into a year where we don't have 8 periods anymore, that's been hard on some of our programs. But through planning and having collaboration with our SCPA teachers, we've been able to keep those courses in place. And figure out a way to make sure students are able to have access to the classes they want and remain in their programs. So that's our ongoing mission here at Chula Vista High School. We want to continue to build on girls' sports. We just hired 2 female coaches, one in cross country and one in girls' flag football. So that always helps pulling female athletes in. And also increasing the spirit. Chula is so busy, but one of the things that I challenged this year's ASB and Arlette, the ASB president, was having more activities at lunch and having kids participate and, see more of the fun side of Chula Vista High School because there's so much going on and all students here are so busy. So those are definitely some of the long-term goals. And I think it speaks to how great the staff is. And when I say staff, I mean office staff. I mean all of our support staff, instructional assistants, our campus assistants, our administration, and obviously our faculty, which is our teachers. We were one of the only schools in the district, especially on the west side, to have increased enrollment. So we ended up having more than 100 students enroll that we weren't anticipating. So
wow,
that's a good thing. That means that students want to be at Chula Vista High School.
Yeah, I think definitely a lot of people see that in you. We see a change in the school, and we see it for good, all the activities that are going on during Friday, during lunch, and, I feel like we could just see that there's more of a unity in the school. How's the stadium doing with all the construction?
So the stadium right now is on track. So some of the things that happened over summer when you guys came back, you noticed we barely were able to get campus open on that first day in July. So a lot of the upgrades over summer were sidewalks, fencing. I know the parking lot on K Street doesn't look great. They were able to finish it because they, addressed a lot of plumbing issues and things that have not been overlooked, but that needed to be fixed with this project. So as far as the track and field in the stadium, it's on track right now. So what we're hoping for right now is to have graduation here. The project won't be complete until September 2026, opening, for fall sports and PE classrooms, because we know our stadium is a classroom for our PE teachers. So they'll get their classroom back in September, but we're hoping that we can have graduation here in June, that it will be, 90% complete, so we can safely have families and students on the field to have that. Because as a lot of kids know, I don't like having any event at another school. So that's what makes Chula special.
Yeah, it would be definitely really fun to have graduation here this year.
I know, it's my goal.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to most this school year?
I think mostly this school year is, one, getting to know the staff even better. I've only been here a year and a half, so building relationships with faculty and staff. One of the goals this year at Chula Vista High School with our Community Schools Grant, I know we talked about this last year, but we were awarded a $1.9 million grant over 5 years. So whether we were going to receive the grant or not, we put a lot of things in place in the spring. And you may have not have noticed yet, but one is Connect on K. So every Thursday night we have an event that's open to students and their families and even staff. We've had 3 so far, and that's including open house. But it's a place where families can come and get resources. Our Spartan Closet is open every Thursday from 4 to 7. That welcomes any student here on campus, families, and even people in our community. We've had families that don't attend Chula but are aware that we have these resources, and all of the contributions to the closet have helped. People bringing in clothes, whether it's clothing, shoes, anything that students might need, has been really helpful. So that bridges the gap between families and students. So like you're asking me, one of the goals is to have better communication with our families and to let them know that we're here to help. And we're definitely on our way there.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the Spartan Closet a few times, and I know a lot of people that have went there and gotten great clothes out of it. So it's definitely a great thing in our school.
Yeah, I don't even think it's a closet anymore. It's more like a boutique.
Yeah.
The way that it's organized and I guess the way they're marketing it, it's very smart, and big thanks to that, the club and Ms. Ariola, who has put a lot of time into that. Yeah,
I think it's really great that it's open to anyone. Clothes is an important thing that everyone needs.
It is, and one of the big things that has been a hit here is we've had a lot of staff that have collected or purchased Spartan gear over, whether they've been here for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, and they've brought those back and they've been in the store, and students are wearing those, vintage kind of tees. I hate to say vintage, but it's better than saying old.
Yeah.
But students are wearing those shirts around campus that will never be produced again. So it's kind of a cool thing to see that staff is giving back to in that way.
Okay. Yeah. A next question I have for you is, I know we're still early in the school year, but so far, what's some of your favorite activities that we've done, like whether it's during Friday or in general?
So I'm really looking forward to our next PEP assembly. That's the big one I look forward to. I almost wish we had it earlier so we could kick off the year. This week, and I want to say it's tomorrow, it's Wednesday, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, is SCPA is having a all-day assembly for students that are in programs. So I'm looking forward to checking that out and just seeing what's going on and talking to students. Also, as far as what I have liked so far are really the Friday activities and the Thursday nights Connect on K. I think that's been bridging the gap between a lot of things here at Chula Vista High School. So I'm hoping that more staff and parents will get involved.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. It was great having you, and we hope to see you again.
Thanks. I'll be back next week.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's all for me. I'll send it back to you.